T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you God damn you.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
Oh, that doesn't look right. Let's try to. There we go. That looks better. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today it's Sunday. It's the Sunday Horror Hangout, and with me on Sundays, as always, is Mad Matt from Mad Matt's Mask, and it looks like he's got the Scarecrow on today. What's up, Matt? How you doing, brother?
What's up, Michael? I'm doing fantastic, buddy. I'm doing good. You know, we got to talk a little bit about our weekends. Hopefully, Michael, that I'm hoping you got to chill a little bit, man. I know you had a rough week.
Hell yeah, man.
At work, and I feel like
Sleepy
that was
time.
nice. I feel like a lot of people, it was a rough week. So for all you horror freaks out there, I hope you guys were able to chill out a little bit, have a good weekend. And like I've always said, man, to end it talking with you fine people about horror, and especially just anything, everything horror. Just an open night to talk horror. Like, dude, I love it. So glad to be here, man. Let's do it.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. That's what I'm freaking talking about. I'm ready to fucking hang out tonight, dude. I'm ready to fucking get it in. I'm so excited, man. Been looking forward to this all week, dude, because last week, I had a show, and then it's been a whole week since I did another one. I have a show tonight with you, of course. A show tomorrow night. We will be doing some Paranormal Monday tomorrow night. And the following week, of course, I will be back on Sunday. And then I will be doing a Wednesday show after that, a Wednesday morning show. We're going to try that out for a little bit, trying to not be away as much as I've been, trying to work around my work schedule. And I am looking forward to Horror Hangout. What was it? No, it's called Horror Talk and Coffee. In the morning, we're going to talk a little bit of horror before I get ready and go to work. So looking forward to that, to see, what kind of audience of you great people I'll have over there, in the early morning. I'm not expecting it to be too big, but I am looking forward to being able to be on here a little more. Matt, it is Sunday. I would love to talk some Conjuring 4 with you today. I would love to talk some Halloween TV series with you today. I would love to talk some Crystal Lake series with you today. So I think that's what we're going to do today, my man. And then, of course, anything that these beautiful people in the chat want to talk about as well, because we haven't done a kickback and hangout show in a couple months, brother. It has been a couple months since we've sat back and kicked it.
Yeah, I'll say this, man. As far as with you mentioning The Conjuring, with not knowing if the Halloween series, we don't know for sure if it'll be this year. Correct? That's not.
That's
Yeah. So then, as far as my number one that I'm excited for is The Conjuring 4, dude. That's my number one for this year. That is my lookout, my number one pick, dude. I can't wait, dude. Love that franchise.
Me too, man. And this is supposed to be the last one. This is supposed to be the last Conjuring movie. And you think, what was it? About 11 or so years ago, The Conjuring came to us for the first time, man. And it was at a time where horror movies didn't really scare me too much anymore. Now, don't get me wrong. That little time frame was a banger, because we had Sinister right around that time too. So that was another one, for me, that was just like, wow, man, what is going on here? But I was so excited when The Conjuring came out, and I didn't know what I was getting into when I went to see it. I saw it preview unseen, heard there was a new horror movie out and it was supposed to be scary. So I went and saw it, and yeah, man, it was a total ride for me. I actually went to the theater and watched it twice. I saw that one twice in the theaters. But speaking of these beautiful people in the chat, Matt, let's see who we have with us tonight. We've got Jerry Wilson, and he's saying, hello, Michael and Matt. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about, Jerry. And he's reminding everybody to smash that like button. And he's talking about Patreon. He's providing the link. If you want to support Movies and Beyond outside of YouTube at Patreon, you can do so. And he's talking about the merch shop. And he's talking about Mad Matt's mask. Look at Jerry putting in work in the chat, sharing everything with everyone. Thank you so much for that, Jerry. Happy Sunday, brother. Always good to see you here, my man.
Yeah, love it. What's up, Jerry?
Melissa, the wild card, is in the chat as well, saying hey to everybody. What's up, Melissa? I hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday.
Hello, Melissa.
Paula's in the chat as well, saying hi to everyone. What's up, Paula? Happy Sunday. Russell Dorsey is in the chat as well, saying, what's up, everyone? I smashed that like button. Hope everyone is having a wonderful night. Let's smash that like button. If you haven't already, let's get this party started. Thug Life. Hi, Michael and Matt. What's up, Russell? How you doing, brother? Happy Sunday.
What's going on, Russell? Yeah, smash that like button. Smash it.
Smash it. Mr. Rick is in the chat as well, saying tonight should be fun. Let's have a chat. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Mr. Rick? I hope you are doing well, my friend. Always good to see you here, brother. Always good to see you here. Let's see. Movie Man is in the chat, and he said, Thug Life, ? Yeah, man, that just kind of happened. Like it's so far from the truth, but it's stuck, man, and it's here. Good to see you here, Movie Man. I hope that you are doing well. I hope you are doing well. Landon is in the chat as well, saying hi guys. What's up, Landon? Happy Sunday.
What's going on, Landon? Got a few welts from him today. Paintballing. What's up, Landon? We'll have to get you back, buddy, but it's great to see you on here, my friend.
Did he shoot you?
Landon lit me up, man. Landon lit me up. These young kids, like we were talking earlier, dude, they can maneuver, they can run faster. They were lighting my ass up, buddy. But hey, it was all fun.
We're getting a little old to be taking them shots like that, my man.
That's what
at least so many of them.
Yeah.
Lydia's in the chat as well, saying hi ho, officers. What's up, Lydia? Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. Michael is in the chat as well, saying happy Sunday to all you cool cats. What's up, Michael? You are the coolest cat of them all. Happy Sunday, brother. Happy Sunday.
What's up, Michael? And just a little sneak peek. Lydia might have a little bit of a dummy surprise for us later on. Just throwing that out there, my friend.
A dummy
surprise, and that's all I'm gonna say, man.
Is that like a surprise for dummies?
That is all I'm gonna say, Michael.
Oh.
It's a dummy surprise. That's all you get.
Surprise.
That's it.
A dummy one. Gina's in the chat as well, saying hello, everyone. Hope you have a happy Sunday. Hey, Gina, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Always good to see you here, my friend.
Yes, hello, Gina.
And James has entered the chat. The Shape is in the chat. The Shape's in the building. It's James saying hi, everyone. What's up, James? I hope you're doing well, my friend.
Yeah, James, I'm sorry I did not get to see you today, my friend. You know, I had that little outing I was talking about earlier, man, but I hope you and my father, Mad Mom, had a good time at the shop today, man, and I will definitely see you soon, brother.
You got to watch out. You know, Mad Mom's got to be there, Matt, when you're not there, because I heard that James and outside sales Terry, they'll slash some prices in there.
Dude, they can't be trusted. They can't be trusted. You know,
they'll slash some prices in there.
You know, 5-10%, you know, maybe the occasional 15-20 is one thing, you know, but
that's
50, 60, come on, guys.
That's the time to go. That is the time to go. Oracle 684 is in the chat as well, saying, hey, everyone, what's up, Oracle? I hope you're doing well, my man. Good to see you here. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Who else do we have in the chat? You guys going today? I am trying to filter through everything. Oh, Russell Dorsey is giving a $5 super chat saying, hi, Michael and Matt. I always enjoy the awesome mask you wear, Matt. And I also got to say, the mods are awesome. Thug Life forever. Best channel around. Russell, you are the man, my friend. Thank you so much for that. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Thank you again, man. A million times. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Russell, you really are. I've got to second that, man. You absolutely are the man. I love that you appreciate the mask, man. I enjoy wearing them. I enjoy showing them off. The $5 chat is freaking awesome, dude. And when I can't think of the Sunday night horror hangout without thinking Russell Dorsey, dude. We love you, brother.
Oh yeah. I see that Eddie's in the chat saying, you still doing the flea market?
I am. I absolutely am. It's going full throttle, actually. We're freaking going, baby. We are still there, and we are going nowhere. So, yeah, we are still doing the flea market.
Oh, yeah.
We are on the south side.
South side?
South side.
How would you throw that up, man? I couldn't even do it.
You got to give me a minute on that one.
Figuring that one out. I got you.
Yeah.
South side? Oh, you from the south side? Yeah. No, south side of Traders World. That's what.
Yeah.
That's about the limit of our true thug life there. Definitely the irony behind thug life being the words of the channel for sure. Val from Val's Views is in the chat saying, happy Sunday, y'all. Sorry I'm late. What's up, Val? The general always gets a salute from Movies and Beyond. What's up, Val? The party's just getting started. You are not late, my friend. Good to see you.
I was just going to say, Michael, if we are gangsters, Bruce the Shark is a minnow, my friend. You know what I'm saying?
You already know. There is no gangster in Movies and Beyond. That's what makes Thug Life so great for this channel, because again, all the true thugs out there, I appreciate what you do. It is irony on this channel that Thug Life. If you've seen Pineapple Express, that's where it started. When Red cocks that shotgun and he says Thug Life, that's where this got started for here. So, at the end of the day, when this is over, Matt, we're gonna hop in my Daewoo Lanos and take care of some business. Let me tell you. Kyle is in the chat as well, saying, "Hey everyone, what's up, Kyle? Good to see you here, my friend. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday." I think that I may have gotten everybody. I am getting close. I am not gotten everybody because Michelle is in the chat as well, saying, "Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday, Michelle. Good to see you here."
How you gonna leave out Michelle? What's up,
I'm
Michelle?
scrolling down. So the tab, what it does, like when you scroll this down, if you've ever operated StreamYard before, when you scroll down, you think you're at the bottom, and then it like catches up and it moves your tab up. So it's like, I thought I was done.
Yeah, I'm not buying it, Michael.
Got a bunch to go.
I think I'm not buying
because
it.
Jeff D'Angelo is in the chat as well, saying, "Hello, everyone. Happy Horror Sunday." What's up, Jeff? Happy Sunday, my man.
What is going on, Jeff? And hopefully I'll be seeing you next weekend, Jeff, at the horror convention. And I look forward always, man, talking with you about stuff there, dude. It's always a good time.
All right. Let's see.
I think Mad Mom dropped in.
She did drop in. Mad Mom, aka Teresa Stevens, has jumped in the chat as well, saying, "Hi all. Thought I would stop by and say hey everyone." Well, thanks for stopping by, Teresa. I hope you're doing
Love
well.
you,
Happy
mother.
Sunday. Happy Sunday. Michelle saying to tell him, Matt. Tell him. Yeah. I've been told.
I'm all over it. I'm busting balls.
I have been told. Consider myself told. We got it. Matt, let's talk about some Conjuring 4, brother, because I am, in fact, now actually caught up with the chat. My little tab stopped moving. I'm at the bottom. We are good to go. Good to go. So I did a little bit of looking because...
I was going to say, I'd like you to kick this off.
Yeah, I did a little bit of looking into this. And, I haven't seen... There are a million fake trailers out there on YouTube. And I wouldn't really say they're fake, because what people do... with those trailers is they're trying to showcase their editing skills, and they put them up there as, like, look what I can do with my editing skills. I can make a trailer, which is cool, man, because sometimes those are really cool to watch, but there is no official trailer out yet for The Conjuring Last Rites. They are keeping this very close, Matt. Like, they are not... They started filming in September, right? They started filming. So let me backtrack just a little bit. They started filming in September, and I've got two conflicting dates on when they wrapped. A couple sources are saying that it wrapped in October, which is only a month of filming. And then there were a couple sources that said it wrapped in November. So either way, the movie's been wrapped and they're done filming with it, right? So I don't know which is right. I'm sure a better researcher could find out and dig in the holes that they need to dig in to find out the truth. But we do know that this movie is wrapped filming, so it is in post-production. So I would have to say, Matt, within the next month or two, we're probably going to get a teaser trailer for The Conjuring 4, which I can't wait to get. But I did end up on Collider tonight. That's where I looked at, there's a few articles, but I liked the way Collider did this, because they kind of sectioned it off into sections based upon a lot of questions that people have asked about this. And the first thing that was brought up is, when is this movie coming out, right? Because that's the biggest thing for this. Like, that's the question I have. That's the question you probably have, Matt. When can I go to the theater to see The Conjuring 4? And they do have that. It's September 5th, 2025. So it is this year. It is the end of the summer horror blockbuster, so to say. That's where we're going to be. Matt, where are you going to be in September of 2025?
I will be at the movie theater, buddy. Most likely the Regal. Liddy and I have really been enjoying the Regal. It's close.
Yep.
It's quality. That's where I'm going to be, brother.
Yeah.
Dude, I love The Conjuring. And you know what? One thing I'd like to say, I love trailers. Don't get me wrong, I love trailers, but I really would like to see them do this right. And like, I don't want two of the most iconic moments of this film to be in the trailer. I honestly don't. I don't want the fire scene from Kills in this trailer. You know what I'm saying, Michael? I
Yeah.
don't want the 2018 Closet Michael scene in this trailer. But it's been happening lately. I just, man, I love it. I'd love it subtle, but to give me goosebumps and then just cut to black, man. Give me a little something, cut it off.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Give me some like close-ups of the characters, without seeing too much. Like give me some quick flashes, some good music, and then bam, The Conjuring 4. Like be there. It's gonna be scary as shit. You know what I mean? Like that's give me something like that.
Now, do we know? See, so back when the Conjuring was really taken off, and my oldest brother Raymond, he is also a very big fan, and he would always tell me as soon as he knew which Ed and Lorraine studied episode or whatever case, whichever case it was that they were going to be doing, he would tell me immediately. Do we know anything about even like what type of case this will be?
So that's bringing me to my next point. All right. So this is what they're giving us. And I love the fact that this is what they're giving us. Okay. They're giving us one sentence. And their description is paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren take on one last terrifying case involving mysterious entities they must confront. That's it. That is all they're giving us.
Okay.
No case. No, this is their most horrifying case ever. Because then you can start, this one. They are giving us nothing. And it goes back to what I was saying. They are keeping this one close, my man.
Okay.
Not to say they won't give away more later, which they usually do, but usually by now.
That doesn't trigger anything for me, like a certain case.
With the film being wrapped for 4 to 5 months, depending on which one you believe, they are keeping this one close, man. Like, because I looked pretty good today for probably about an hour. Like, what can I find? Give me a nugget of something. And it's just like, you're giving me nothing. And I'm okay with that. I am definitely okay with that. Let me catch up on the chat, man. I'm getting a little behind on that. And on these hangout nights, it's not good because these guys can go. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up here. I'll start with Val here. She's saying, hell yeah, so excited about The Conjuring 4. Me too. Russell's also saying, I'm looking forward to The Conjuring 4. That's what I'm talking about, my man. Melissa's saying, I can't get enough of Heart Eyes. I did not see Heart Eyes yet. Did you see Heart Eyes, Matt?
I did not. I did not. It's one I'll check out, when I cross its path, kind of thing.
I got you.
I hope people like it, but it didn't have me run into the theaters or anything, but
I got you.
It could be phenomenal. I haven't seen it, but yeah,
it could. The last movie I saw in theaters was on Halloween night when I saw 78's Halloween. Like, I have not been to the theater since the end of October.
Oh, wow.
And then before that, it was Terrifier with you guys at Scarefest.
Okay, wow. Yeah, we actually just recently checked out The Monkey.
Okay. How was that? Was it good?
Okay, so I'll make this quick. I enjoyed it.
Spoiler free, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Will I purchase the DVD? No. Do I see a true fan of horror comedy? I think it could possibly, if someone says that it's gold, I could kind of see it. It does horror comedy extremely well. I'll say that.
All right.
And I enjoyed it. that's just not my number one jam and thing. But solid, dude, solid.
Hell yeah.
And what it does very well.
That's cool. Paula's telling everyone, love you guys. We all love you too, Paula. Melissa saying The Conjuring is so good. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Michelle is saying, I want to see The Substance. It looks crazy. I have not seen The Substance either.
I have not either. I know Lydia loves it, and says that it's absolutely crazy and wild. So, yeah.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see. James is saying, I can't wait to see it. Love the Conjuring movies. Always makes me sit on the edge of my seat. Yeah, it's dude. With the exception of the last one, which I did go back and rewatch, and I don't mind it, but I definitely have a bigger love for 1 and 2 than I did for the third Conjuring for sure.
Yeah, same here.
Let's see. Val is saying The Substance is a great movie. Demi Moore is amazing in it. Oh, Demi Moore is in it. All right. All right. Yeah, and then Lydia is seconding what you said. I love The Substance. It was absolutely bonkers. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Val is saying, if I'm not mistaken, Conjuring 4 will be about the time they spent on the Amityville case. I hope not. I really do, because we've already been to Amityville.
I almost said the same thing, Michael, just a little bit ago. Like, yeah, go right ahead. I'm sorry, and I'll go after you, buddy.
Just because we've been there already in The Conjuring 2, we were already in Amityville, and that's where Lorraine saw the nun for the first time. That's where Valak was introduced to us in the Amityville house. So I kind of hope that if they do, okay, fine. But I am kind of hoping for something a little different.
I'll take it a step further, Michael. So if they were doing the Amityville, like, I'd love to see the Conjuring do the Amityville. I really would, but not as their last and the last one we're gonna get. No, because like you said, we've not only have we already seen it through them. Let's face it, man, we've seen a shitload of Amityville films throughout the years. A shitload, man. Like, would I love to see their take on it? Yes, but this is the last Conjuring we're gonna get. No, dude, give us something different, unique, and knock it out that classic freaking Conjuring style, dude. I'm with you, Michael, 100%.
Yeah, and I mean, I could be wrong. They could go there. It could be the best one yet. But I mean, we already have a movie called Amityville. Like it's hopefully, hopefully.
And they made 35 of them.
Yeah, I like Death Toilet though. That's probably my favorite. I'm not gonna lie and say I've watched it though. I'm not. Movie Man is saying they gave a little info just the other day. Oh yeah. Hells yeah. Michael's saying, I love Vera Farmiga. She was also great in Orphan and Bates Motel. But yes, she was. She's good in a lot of stuff, man.
Oh, dude. He took the words out of my mouth, dude. I'm right there. Michael, I absolutely love Vera Farmiga as well. And I'm currently watching Bates, man, for the second time. And dude, I'm loving it. Dude, she is awesome. She is awesome. And I love Orphan.
Yeah. It's been a minute since I've seen Orphan, but I remember liking it too.
I actually forgot that was Vera Farmiga in Orphan. That's right. Wow.
Oh yeah. James
her to a convention, right, Michael?
Yeah, right. I'd love to. You know what I mean? I'd love for her and Patrick to be at a convention. I mean, that would be fantastic. But maybe one day. Maybe one day. James is saying, Matt, that mask looks awesome. It looks great on camera. It does, James. I agree.
Thank you, James. Thank you, man. What's up, James? Good to see you on here, buddy. Always, man.
Russell is saying Hard Eyes was good for what it was. Yeah. I could see that. Michelle said, "Don't ruin the monkey for me." Yeah, no spoilers.
I won't. I hope I didn't. I was pretty vague. Yeah, I feel like if I was to go see Hard Eyes, Michael, it'd be kind of similar to like, going to see Thanksgiving. You kind of know what a movie like that's, can bring you. and you like I've said it to myself, just do what you're gonna do, and do it well.
Oh yeah.
They're not gonna surprise you and do something new and reinvent the wheel or anything. A movie like Hard Eyes, but just do it well. Entertain me for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to jump in there. All right, so let's go back to the Conjuring here. So we talked about the synopsis of it, right? And some of the people they've announced, cast wise, is they've only thrown out 4 names here. They've only thrown out 4 names, and 2 of them are Patrick and Vera. We knew that they were going to. You can't have a Conjuring movie without those 2, right? You just can't.
No.
So the other 2 they threw out were Ben Hardy and Mia Tomlinson. Now, Ben Hardy, I'm not so familiar with. It's saying that he was in Bohemian Rhapsody, which I did watch when it came out, but it was a one-time watch for me. I'm not sure exactly who he played. And Mia Tomlinson, it's showing her under The Beast Must Die. Again, the name sounds extremely familiar, Mia Tomlinson, but I cannot picture it. I cannot picture her right now in my head for sure. Like, I don't know if you can with these 2, Matt. I know how you are with the.
I can't.
Yeah, but those are the only 4 cast members that have been announced at this point, and I know that there's more out there. There's probably some information somewhere about every person in this movie, but I'm telling you, man, like, this one is being kept close, and I'm loving that they're doing it, because I really don't know if I want to know anything else, on my end. I want to kind of go into it like I went into the first one, and just kind of be like, oh, this is, badass. Don't tell me all the cool things that are going to happen, right before it freaking happens. Like,
right.
What another movie that did that really bad was Scream 6 with their trailer. They showed a ton of stuff in that, a ton of stuff that was just like, wow. I only watched the teaser for Scream 6 before I went to the theater. And then I'm not going to lie and say I went to the theater. Let me tell the truth. I watched it at home, and then I went back and watched the trailer, for Scream 6. And I was like, wow, man. Like,
so what I was going to ask, so you do have enough likability and invested in a Scream that actually, like, because honestly, if I watched and they showed half the movie, it wouldn't have really upset me with a Scream. But it did you?
Well, here's what I knew about Scream 6 before Scream 6 came out, was that mask reminded me of the 2018 Michael mask, right? It was very close to that. So I was very intrigued by what I was very interested. Like, what are they going to do with this? Like, this looks familiar to me. Like, this looks badass. This is, and of course I didn't really get what I wanted out of that movie, by any means, but at the same time, yes, I was excited about Scream 6. I did want to see it. But
okay.
Unfortunately, it's it didn't go the way I wanted it to. You know what I mean? Like, it's not what I wanted. But there's quite a few movies like that. There are quite a few. But I do know this, that the movie is directed by Michael Chavez. He previously did The Devil Made Me Do It. He did that, and he also did The Curse of La Llorona. So he is someone that is been involved in this universe. He's been there before. James Wan is producing. James Wan, you go back to the first Conjuring, he's always got to be in there, dude. He's the one. You know what I mean? He's the one that brought us the first one.
Yeah, I'm such a fan of his too. I really am.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, maybe it was in another article I read, but I'm not seeing it in this one. I think that Peter Safran's involved as well, which, working with James Wan, that's to be expected. But yeah, man, like, let's see. Last Rain. They are talking about, we all knew this was going to be a theater release, and it will be going to HBO Max after that. So once it's done with its 2 to 3 month theater run, this one will be available on HBO Max. So those are, you know, the information that they're giving out. You know, and I've heard a lot of rumors, you know, that one rumor I heard, and this is a total rumor. I'm going to say this again. This is a total rumor. You know, one of the rumors that I heard was it's going to bring back all the villains from The Conjuring. Like you're going to get Bathsheba, you're going to get Annabelle, you're going to get the Nun, and that's nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? So
maybe and as cool as that sounds, that has to be done right. Am I wrong there?
It's kind of a wishful thinking on another level of me not real. Like I almost want somebody new, but at the same time, I do have love for the people or the villains of the movies that have been there.
Yeah, and you know me, man. More than you know, I'm all about cool characters.
I know,
and yes, as like talk, that sounds cool, but
yeah,
dude, that would, I don't know, that would be hard to do and keep it legit and like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see it. You know, like maybe you'll
one
get
or two,
a cameo maybe of one of, you know what I mean, like something, but it's kind of
some backstories, like maybe talking some backstories to someone, like maybe Lorraine or something having that could be kind of cool. Like I don't know.
I don't know, man. What would you like to see from this? Would you like to see something totally new? Would you like, you know, that's a tough question.
Okay, so the one I knew the least about, the case I knew the least about was The Devil Made Me Do It. Okay, Conjuring 3. I knew a little bit about it, but just very, very, very basic. The other two I studied, you know, fairly well. So, you know, I don't think I care, Michael, to be honest, because both can go. Man, I'm leaning towards something I don't know much about. To be honest with you, I really think I am, because if The Conjuring does what they do best, you know, and go back to that their old school, I guess. Well, not that old school, but you know, their original roots. You know, dive in to Ed and Lorraine and make us care about these characters. That's the biggest thing, you know, like with the OG part 2, you know, with the girls and the family, all that stuff, whatever issues that they're helping, you know, whatever family they're helping, you know, dig deep into that, you know, make us care about these people. Cause you know, since I've been talking with you, you know, over the years, and especially on the channel, that's something that I'm growing interest in. You know, you said it from the get-go, you know, character development, you know, make me care about these characters. And it's not that I never have, I have, but there are certain movies I think where it's even more so important. You know what I'm saying? You know, if there's a family going through a tragedy like this, that the Warrens are coming to help you with, if you don't give a shit about the family,
right, your
movie's, you know, in bad trouble right there from the get-go. So story-wise, Michael, I don't think I mind whether it's something, you know, relatively known or a sequence I've never even heard of.
Yeah, man. And just
right, man.
Just to piggyback a little bit off of that, man, when you're invested in the characters, it gives you that feeling when something bad's about to happen to one of them. You know, if you don't, it's just like, oh shit, how's this gonna go down? You know what I mean? As opposed to, oh no, don't go in there. Oh no, don't do this. I don't want anything to happen to you, because at this point I'm invested in, you know, all the things that we've watched up until this point. You know, I'm invested in this character. Yeah, dude, like that's a lot for me. You know, that's big. And I do think that they'll do that. Like they did that so well in part 1. They did that very well in part 2, as you said a minute ago. They did
Creations.
Really well.
I love those girls.
Creations. They did it. Even in The Last Rites, they did a good job in the little bit of time that they had with that group prior to you know what had happened in that movie. You would already start caring about the kid, you know, like they started it off with being like, oh man, like this kid's little, like he's going through this shit already, and this and that, and you know, the scene in the tub where the hands come over the top. It's freaking eerie, man. You know what I mean? Like that was freaking like they do such a good job with that, man. And I really hope that they do the same with this, and I have full faith that they will. I really do. But let me go ahead and jump in the chat here. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. I got a little bit behind. Val saying, I'm hoping it's not about that investigation and much more interesting ones they did. I hope that whatever they do decide to do, that it's good. And I feel like they'll do that. You know, it is The Conjuring. I have full faith in what they're doing over there, and James Wan and Saffron and those guys over there. Russell's agreeing. Movie Man said supposedly the nun will be involved in part 4. I would love to see the nun again. Just the old Bonnie Aarons to just stick her face out at least once. I wouldn't mind a nun pop in for sure. I know, Matt, you are a very big fan as well. The nun.
I might, you know, shock some of you here though. That's another thing though. Like, how are they going to bring the nun in? Like, yes, I want to see the nun. I always want to see the nun. Okay, so 2 things real quick. Michael, I'm right there with you, dude. Like, for whatever reason, I'm very at ease with this 4th Conjuring. I am, and I don't know, with the 3rd one being my least favorite. I feel like if it wasn't a Conjuring film, we'd look at it much better as a film.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I am pretty at ease, man. I'm with you on that. I feel like they know what they need to do. I think I'm just confident they're going to go out with a bang. Now, as far as talking about, you know, back to bringing characters and the nun out, I just don't know about that. I just don't know. Because like a great movie, that's a new story.
Yeah.
And if it's gripping us, and I honestly, I don't need to see my favorite characters pop up. You know, if it's if it's for no reason and kind of just thrown in so we can see them, like, you know, if it feels like that, I gotta say no.
Like a force, like force them in there.
If it feels forced, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to see Bathsheba and the nun do like a high five because they scared somebody. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, up top, you know, Annabelle down low. You know what I mean?
Max shaking his head.
Yeah, like, oh no, like at this point, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Val is saying I would love Valak to be involved. I would like to see just a little Valak, just a little, just a pinch.
And I'll tell you who's badass looking, but it doesn't get talked about enough is Malphus. Like, you don't see him much, but dude, when you do, they do it so well. It's like just bam, and it's like holy shit. Like,
oh yeah, man.
Oh
yeah. Mr. Rick is saying, don't hate me, but I only saw the first one and the first Annabelle. I have a lot to watch. Dude, I do not hate you. I am jealous that you get to have these first experiences that, you know, I enjoyed so much. So
love to be in your shoes.
What do I always say before the stream in my description? Mr. Rick, grab a snack and a drink of choice and let's go. You are going to have a good time with these. Don't watch them at night by yourself, though. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just playing Mr. Rick.
Yeah, if I were you, Mr. Rick, if you got some good PTO, I'd take 2 days off. Get you some nice snacks, man. 6-pack of Bud Light if that's your thing or whatever, man. Order some pizza and dude, kick back and enjoy yourself, man. So you got the Nun 2, you got Nun 1 and 2. 2 Conjuring films,
2 Annabelle films.
Yeah, 2 Annabelle films.
Creation and Comes Home. He hasn't seen either of those.
So
I agree. You've got some fun times ahead of you, Mr. Rick. Just know that. Now let me ask you this, and this I don't know a lot about, Matt. So other than the fact that it's coming at some point, what do you think of the Conjuring TV series? So that's supposed to be coming as well. I don't know any of the details. All I know is, you know, it was listed as one of the things that, you know, will follow up to, you know, the Conjuring film, that there will be a Conjuring TV series. Do you think that that is something that can succeed without Vera and Patrick?
I do, and I'll say this: it's very simple with me since I'm so limited.
Yeah.
I am so limited. And when I say that, I mean just that. You know, a lot of people like just all kinds of movies, all different genres, and I, to an extent, do, but I'm very, very limited. Okay, my main jam is horror, and even with horror, I'm very picky.
Right.
You know, action, you know, I can watch one or two a year. I'm very limited, man, on what I love, and I love The Conjuring. So if you're telling me a TV series, hell yeah, I'm all about it. Hells yeah, I'm all about it. And I do think they can survive because, you know, I would look at something like that. Let's face it, The Conjuring, the Annabelles, and all that with Vera Farmiga and all them, it was phenomenal. So does a series, like, I'm not going to look at a series like, dude, this has to be as good or better than the movies. No, because they were fantastic. But if they give us something good to watch, done well, you know, people trying their best to fill the shoes of Vera and Patrick, I'm okay with that, dude. You know, now if they bomb it, drop the ball, and it's horse shit, then that's what it is, you know.
Right.
But you know, I could see it. I'd be stoked, man. Yeah.
For me, it's kind of a wait and see. Like when I read that, I was just like, oh, you know, like, well, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Like it has potential to be okay. But at the same time, I feel like this is what I feel about it. I feel like it's carrying a big name. So it does have some kind of responsibility to be, you know, to a certain level of, how do I say this right? A certain level of, I almost want to say a certain level of good. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I don't know enough about it to make a decision on it. Let's just say I hope that it's good.
I'll say that I think it has a better chance. I think it has a better chance as a series over a lot of other films because the fact of the sheer amount of cases that the Warrens did study. They have a lot that they can go back and reference to make good television, you know? I think it's absolutely doable, and I'd be so they are talking about that. That's going to be.
So that was on the list of things to come. They were also talking about another Annabelle movie, and they were talking about another Nun movie. Again, you know, without confirmations and people to say, yes, this is 100% going to be a go. You know, I mean, we still, and we'll talk a little bit about these as well. You know, we're getting little tidbits of information on, you know, Camp Crystal Lake, you know, other than the fact that they made an announcement, I think, what was it, last month? We hadn't heard anything. You know, we hadn't really heard too much about the Halloween series either. So I've noticed that lately, and I'm not complaining about it by any means whatsoever, is they're keeping everything so tight knit now, you know, so close that we're not getting all this information that we used to get before, to where it's just like, oh yeah, well, I heard this, I heard this, I heard this. Now you're hearing things that are so far from, you know, being possible that it's just like, it almost makes you look over the things that are possibly true and just kind of roll your eyes at that as well, because I've heard so much garbage about what this is, and it's not true, that those little slits of truth kind of slip out with that as well. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say with that?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a wait and see for me. Hopefully we get, you know, a little more news about it, but I'm assuming we're probably not going to hear too much until after the movie's been released, and you know, that kind of does what it does. I don't see them giving us big news on a Conjuring show before the Conjuring 4 has come out. That's what I see, but what the hell do I know? I'm some idiot in Ohio with a microphone, right? Like I really don't know for sure. Let me catch up on the chat here. Let's see. Movie Man is saying that Nun 3 is supposed to come out sometime in the future. I heard that as well. Yeah, I did hear that. Melissa, not a Nun fan. Yeah.
I have not heard any of this new Nun stuff, so I'm like I have goosebumps over here.
It's kind of in that list of things that the Conjuring TV show was in. So they're not really giving any details. They're not giving us anything yet. Maybe it's like a projected of things that they want to do and are planning to do. But you know how things happen. You can plan to make something a million times and it never happens.
To be honest,
So,
like as much as I love the Nun, I don't feel like it was well enough received, to really
oh, that's another interesting thing.
justify a third one. And then with all the issues,
Well, let me just give you
surrounding.
this fact right here because this is in this article and I meant to read it earlier. But with a current total of 9 entries or 8, depending on whether you include the Curse of La Llorona, the Conjuring universe has grossed a combined $2.2 billion at the worldwide box office, making it the highest grossing horror franchise ever. So let that sink in.
Wow.
So 2.2 billion. Yeah, they're going to have plans. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day,
I like how you said.
At the end of the day, Matt.
Yeah.
It's always about the dollars, right?
I'd have some plans too if I got a piece of that pie.
Making it the highest grossing horror franchise ever.
I did not know that.
Oh, I didn't either before I read this article. I had no idea. No idea.
Well, I mean, I know they've done well. Let's say that, but that no. Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, so if there's money, if they can make money off of it, they're probably gonna give it a shot. Michelle's saying the TV series sounds ridiculous. They need to stop. Kind of like looking at it from a point of what's that word? Oversaturation, maybe.
See, I think another reason I welcome all the series is because it gives me something to watch. It does.
Yeah.
Like I'm rewatching Bates again. I can't tell you how many times I've watched the Slasher series, and
I've never seen the Slasher series.
Oh, it's fun. It's just it's I can't sit here and say, Michael, you gotta see it. But I enjoy it for what and I'm surprised that they slipped through the cracks because when those were coming out, they always the new series always came out like close to like fall and Halloween.
Yeah.
And it's just a slasher film, and it was perfect,
Hell yeah.
The leaves start falling, and a slasher movie called Slasher comes out. Like, how you gonna skip on that, Michael? Come on.
Hey, I must be losing it, my man. I must freaking be losing it.
But some are better than others. And you feel like you're watching I'd say a solid B slasher film,
Sometimes though, there's nothing wrong with a solid B slasher film.
No.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes with those movies, ridiculous is good. You know what I mean? To the point to where I'm basically laughing at what's going on. Hence Sleepaway Camp 2 for me. I'm a big fan. But a lot of things in that movie is ridiculous. So it's like, oh, Jesus, look at this. But I love it. I do. Val saying I agree, especially if they don't have Vera and Patrick. Well, I want more information.
No, what's she agreeing with there?
She's saying that she agreed that she doesn't want it, if they don't have Vera and Patrick, she doesn't think it's going to be good. So
Did you say you don't want it?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I said I don't have enough information to
really
okay.
Know, I thought she was agreeing with you. Okay.
One way or another. No. I'm kind of in limbo with it. I wasn't a big fan of the Nun series, but I love Valak. So it's kind of a love-hate thing with that. I'm not really excited about the Nun 3 either. But, it's possible. Annabelle, I feel like they kind of told that story already, but they want to throw an Annabelle 4 in there. It's kind of like, where does Annabelle go from here? We've kind of established, what that character is. So it's kind of like, okay. And plus, I feel like that story has come full circle, with Annabelle. Because you remember, it went back to the original. And who knows, man? After creation, it did. But then we got what was the third one? Comes Home? Was that the third one? Annabelle. Yeah, we got that, which totally deviated from the other one. So I don't know. I don't know. Melissa's saying I can't wait for Talk to Me too. Hell yeah, I liked the first one. I mean, I honestly don't. I think at one point I knew there was a Talk to Me too, but I've totally forgot about it. Totally forgot about it. Michelle not wanting the Conjuring series. Kyle is saying I have to rewatch the Conjuring movies. Plus, I still haven't seen the third one. Hell yeah, Kyle. Hell yeah, my man. Hell
Let us
yeah.
know too. I'd love to hear what you think on the third one because it's kind of like that wild card. I
liked it better the second time that I watched it.
I think I did as well.
I think I did for sure. James is saying no TV series, keep it in the theaters. That's the way it should be seen. All right. Gina's saying we watched the whole Conjuring universe of films in chronological order. That'd be fun.
She was telling me that. She was telling me that the other night. And that would be very, very cool. I don't know if I know how to put them in chronological order, though. I have to Google that first.
Yeah, well, it definitely wouldn't be the Conjuring first. So you'd probably have to either look at,
a nun, I would think.
Or Annabelle, the first
those
Annabelle.
Date back.
Yeah, or the first Annabelle. And Creation.
Yeah, but those aren't near as far back as the nuns, though, right?
The first
time-wise?
The second one was right before the Conjuring, because if you remember, the guy had I don't want to ruin it for the.
No, I think she's saying as far as like how the story truly goes,
right?
Not chronological order of when they came out.
No, that's what I'm talking about. But you have to remember, at the end of the Nun 2, one character had a certain thing that was fixed in another movie, but we didn't know who that character was from that other movie. So those are kind of close together. So Conjuring 1 and Nun 2 have to be very close together.
Clear it up for us, Gina. How's this roll?
Yeah, give us a list. Michael's in the chat. Seeing we are not getting a new Friday or Halloween this year, I'm most looking forward to this film out of everything for 2025. You guys are great. Appreciate all the content. Hell yeah, Michael. Well said, sir. Thank you. And thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Russell saying, yes, we are still getting spin-offs to The Conjuring, The Nun 3, and Annabelle 4. Oh, yeah. Melissa said, supposed to be another Final Destination movie, but taking forever, just like Ready or Not 2. Wrong Turn movie supposed to be out this month. So Final Destination movies, like I'll watch it because I think that they're creative on the way that they go through their victims. I just watched, was it Final Destination 3? About a week and a half ago. It was a late night, couldn't sleep, threw it on, ended up watching the whole thing. The roller coaster one. And as bad as the movie really was, like the way that death got each one was interesting to me. So was the movie good? No, but did I enjoy myself watching it? It was more of a, oh my God, they're not going to go this way. So I feel that way about Final Destination movies, but I won't run to the theater, for Final Destination. Movie Man is saying they're coming out with a Final Destination this year. Yeah, I saw a trailer for it not too terribly long ago. I think Michelle sent it to me. I ended up watching that. Let's see. James is saying 2.2 billion. That's a lot of bean counting. Yes, it is. Man, it is. That's quite a bit. Michael saying Conjuring 1 or Sinister. I gotta go Conjuring. It's a great question.
I go Conjuring and then I go Insidious before Sinister.
No way.
I always throw that in with you guys. I like Insidious over Sinister.
I will go Conjuring with Sinister right behind it. I really did enjoy Sinister, for sure. Russell says Conjuring definitely, Michael, but Sinister is a great movie as well. Jerry throwing out Wrong Turn. Like, hey man, might be something.
That's a good one.
That's
a good one. I want to know who's with me on Insidious over Sinister. Throw it out there. Let me know. Come on. Somebody's out there. Somebody. One person.
Michael saying I want Annabelle series like they did with Chucky. That'd be.
I got to get back to Chucky, man. I really want to. I think I'm like midway season 2 or something. I've been meaning to get back to that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, someone's with me.
Movie Man said so. A horror Popeye is coming out this year. Yes, and so is a horror Bambi.
Yeah. Wow.
We are definitely. Michelle said, "I am excited for Final Destination." Like I said, I enjoy the how those go. Like they're
Come on, Michelle. No Conjuring series, but Final Destination gets you all hopped up. Come on, Michelle.
Russell says, "I don't know, Movie Man. They need to stop with the cartoon horror." Ooh.
Yeah, not my jam.
My jam.
But I can't say too much because I haven't seen them either. Like I didn't watch the Winnie the Pooh thing. I just can't really.
Pooh, Blood, and Honey.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's leave poor Bambi alone, man.
So I guess Movie Man is agreeing with you. Michelle said, "I liked Sinister better." Russell says, okay, saying he believes it. Movie Man was saying Insidious over Sinister. Melissa saying Insidious is good. Love Lin Shaye. Lin Shaye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Me too.
Michelle says no series. Love the movies. I got you. And Michelle's like Bambi. Oh yeah. What was it?
Yeah.
What's it called? Like Dear. Fucking. Hold on. What was that called? Let's see. Horror Bambi movie. Bambini. Bambi. The Reckoning is what it's called.
That sounds so lame.
It's Bambi. The Reckoning.
I just know.
After a mother and son get in a car wreck, they soon become hunted by Bambi, a mutilated deer, a grief-stricken creature that embarks on a rampage seeking revenge for the death of his mother. That is Bambi, The Reckoning.
So I'm guessing
and that says 2024, so that might have come out already. So I may have missed the mark on that, and that may have oh no, it says 2025 right there. So I guess it hasn't come out yet. But there are trailers and everything for it already. The Reckoning. Russell, Bambi on a horror spree. Yes. Movie Man says another Insidious movie is coming. I was not a fan of Red Door, though.
I was not either. It just never got going. It just, it frustrated me, Michael. I was very excited for it.
Oh, yeah. What's the saying? No Halloween or Friday series. So you're just wanting movies. You're not wanting the series for those either.
Well, I also don't think we're getting those this year. It's not looking like it, right?
Right. So I know. Here's what I do know. Well, let's start with Crystal Lake. Let me get his name because I always mess his name up. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to mess his name up. Let's see. Here we go. Brad Caleb Kane. Like he is the one taking over Friday the 13th. So when Brian Fuller left A24, they grabbed Brad Caleb Kane to make Crystal Lake. Now, he's a Friday fan. You know, he talked about I think we talked about on this show at one point, Matt. He talked about he knew he loved Friday the 13th when he watched part 3 and dude got his head squeezed and his eyeball poked out. He's a fan. Now, he is also the showrunner for Welcome to Derry. Welcome to Derry still does not have a release date officially.
I'm pumped for that shit, man.
It's the only thing I can find on Welcome to Derry is 2025, right? That's all they're saying. So, you know, it's hard to say. You could say like, hey, this is coming out and, you know, whatever. But once you get past the like 6 months out, and even 6 month range isn't always safe for a release date. You know, it's questionable. Yeah. How many times has Welcome to Derry been? How long have they been saying that's coming out soon?
It's been a hot minute, brother.
Right.
I am stoked for that one, but yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
I mean, so, you know, he can't do Crystal Lake until Welcome to Derry is complete, right? So I do know this though because
Why is that?
well, because he's
Like,
doing both of them. Like you can't do one without like. There's no way that Camp Crystal Lake comes out before Welcome to Derry. Like there's no way.
unless they put Welcome to Derry on hold, right?
Well, I mean, considering wasn't that supposed to come out in 24, Welcome to Derry, and now they just have it slated as 2025. If
Well, it
I'm
sounds
not
like somebody
mistaken.
needs to get their shit together and get going here, right?
Hell, they didn't announce Bill Skarsgård was going to be in it until it wasn't that long ago, was it?
Is that even still credible?
Well, I mean, I haven't heard any different. I would hope so. You know what I mean? Like I would hope so.
Yeah, because I was pumped when I heard that.
Yeah. And the news that we have gotten from, Camp Crystal Lake recently, back in February, was that Linda Cardellini was coming on to play Pamela Voorhees. And, she was in talks to play Pamela Voorhees. Now, Linda Cardellini, she's been in quite a few things. Like one of the things that always sticks in my head is Grandma's Boy. She was in the movie Grandma's Boy. If I'm not mistaken, she was Velma in Scooby-Doo. She was in all the Avengers movies as Hawkeye's wife. So she's she's been in a lot of stuff. So I'm hoping she does well. She was in The Curse of La Llorona. She was in that. She was the main lady in that movie. So she has some horror, background. So at least we're getting announcements with it. Just kind of like Welcome to Derry, got the Bill Skarsgård. That was a bomb. For the longest time, we heard that he wasn't going to be a part of that. Welcome to Derry, Skarsgård, and then all of a sudden he is. So
right.
That's great news for that show. But that's definitely one that I am curious about as well. I think it can be good, but at the same time, I'm a little hesitant with it. Like what are we going to do with it? But I am going to watch it for sure. I am definitely going to watch it.
What if we could get Vera Farmiga to play Pamela Voorhees?
That would be a dream scenario for me. Like that literally. Look at Bates Motel. She was killer, dude. She can get on that level that you need to be to play a Pamela Voorhees. I do believe she could do that.
I do too.
There were talks of Charlize Theron playing Pamela Voorhees before Brian Fuller left. Of course, rumors, they were like, yeah, we were talking to Charlize Theron. And she's done a ton of stuff. She's done a ton of stuff. So, I mean, yeah, man, like
it's cool seeing them go at A-listers like that for that.
Yeah,
position,
for some fucking. And you know what? The thing is, man, is I never say never with those types of actors and actresses that are A-listers, because you don't know what they loved growing up. Like they could say, I'll forego all this money that, I usually want because I want to be a part of this, because I grew up watching this shit and I loved it. You know what I mean? Like it's a possibility. Now, not all actors and actresses are going to do that, but I'm sure there are a select few that are just like, yeah, oh, I loved Friday the 13th. I want to be a part of this just because it's fun and I love it. Or Halloween or Nightmare or Scream. You know what I mean? So you never say never with these things, but I do think that Linda Cardellini could be good at this for sure. Let me get to the chat, Matt. Getting a little behind here, but I do want to say that Michelle has gifted one Movies and Beyond membership. Michelle, thank you so much for that. A million thank yous. Thank you so much. You guys don't know how much that means to me.
Hit it up with the chat a little bit, Michael. I'm going to refill my Pepsi here and use the restroom real quick, buddy.
Sounds like a plan. All right. See, StreamYard's kind of doing its own thing lately, and there we go. I had to figure that out. So StreamYard updated not too long ago, and now all my buttons that I had a certain way, they're kind of not doing the same things that they used to do. So James is saying, horror Popeye, damn, they always have to mess up classic cartoons. Please stop screwing up stuff. I gotcha. Jerry saying Lynn Shay will be at Scarefest this year. Dude, low key, she is near the top of my list of people that I want to meet when we go there this year. I am a big fan of Lynn Shay. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Michelle says, I guess no one has any new ideas. Yeah, it's kind of few and far between with that. You know, they're going back and, you know, redoing a lot of stuff and pulling ideas, you know, with all of the cartoon things that are, you know, being freed up from copyright to where, you know, we've got the Mickey Mouse stuff, we've got the Winnie the Pooh stuff. Now we have Popeye, we got Bambi, you know, so it's yeah. Movie Man said it's called Thread, an insidious tale. All right. James is saying keep Halloween in the movies, not some crappy TV series. I bet you'll watch it, James. I bet you'll watch it. I'll watch it for sure. For sure. Russell said Michael always comes back. Michael does come back. It's kind of what he does. It's kind of his thing, right? Michael comes back. It's kind of what he does. James says you can't kill the boogeyman. You cannot, unless you put him in a grinder like you did on Ends. I really, I really don't see him coming back from that. But I really do think, you know, and well, I'll wait till Matt gets back. But I do want to talk a little bit about the Halloween series before we get out of here for sure. Paula said I would love to see David Harbour in the Halloween series. Oh, you want shit, what's his name? Stranger Things. Blanked his name. That's another one I'm waiting for. Those freaking Stranger Things for sure. Russell is saying David Harbour is doing the Thunderbolts movie. Yes, he is. I did see that. He was also in the Black Widow movie as well, too, wasn't he? I saw it once. I think he was. Russell is saying I'm looking forward to Ballerina, the spinoff of the John Wick. Saw the trailers in theaters. It looks awesome. Look, I love freaking John Wick for sure. Like John Wick is my jam. James is saying what it is with all these crappy TV shows. Keep horror in the movies, not on the TV. I got you. Michelle said, I've got to go, everyone. Have a great night. Thanks, Michael and Matt. All right, Michelle, you have a great night. Russell's gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you so much. So much, my man. You are the man. Oracle is saying whatever happens in the Crystal Lake series, I'm all in for it. Hell yeah, man. I just hope it's good. Like that's all I want. You know, like I'm a huge Friday fan. So I kind of get like nervous when they're doing stuff with it. Like, please don't destroy my guy, please. Let's see. Melissa is saying, yes, bring him back like Jason X, Robot Michael. Oh, dear God, please, no. Oh, no. Melissa saying, maybe another Ring movie. Oh, God, I've got a million ideas for that. I have a million ideas. Matt, what would you think of maybe another Ring movie?
So Michael, I'm up for it, man. What I was thinking though, I was maybe overthinking it.
Yeah,
I got to go back and watch. I'd go back and watch the first 3. Because I have, as soon as you said that, my mind goes to what in the hell would they do, right? I just don't know. But I'm a fan, dude. I'm a big fan of part 2. I remember I was talking to you about that.
yeah.
So I'm on board, dude. I just don't know what they would do.
What would you think of Samara's tape streaming? Like it hits the internet.
That's probably the only route they really could go.
Yeah,
Michael. Unless you do a backstory.
right. Unless it's a, you know, kind of like a flashback type of movie that takes place in a different time.
Yeah, or just an old, or someone's telling the story, you know, or yeah. But dude, the first Ring, I know you absolutely love it, and I
I
think
do.
that's so cool.
I
I
do.
do as well. And it was so different. What's so cool about it? It gives you almost especially like for what I like, it's very different even for me, and I love it, and I welcome that. If there's something that's not a slasher that I enjoy, that's still in the horror genre, that's one thing I think I hold the Conjuring so close. Um, is that it is different. I like the paranormal stuff, but a lot of it for me is 50-50, at best sometimes. So
Mhm.
for them to have nailed paranormal like they did was a breath of fresh air. Um, Same as like The Ring, dude. It was it's just something we had never seen before, and they knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Jerry saying Jane Lynch would be a great Pam Voorhees. I Remind me who Jane Lynch is, Jerry. I'm sure I know who it is, but remind me. Paula says Camp Crystal Lake sounds interesting. I hope so. I hope so. Russell said another awesome mask. Matt looks awesome. It's that Slipknot.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Jerry said, Matt, I need a Sid Wilson mask.
So do I, Jerry. If you get one, let me know. So do I.
Melissa said 3. I've only seen 2 Ring movies. Yeah, there's a few of them. There are a few of them.
And there are only 3, correct?
Yeah. So there's Ring. I guess was it the Ring 2? And then there's Rings. Rings is
the third
the
installment. I think
third.
you're right.
Yeah, I own it, but I actually don't own the Ring 2. So I'm wanting to get the collector set from Scream Factory. They have all of them in one box set. And I want to get that. James says, the man behind the mask, Matt, you're the master of the mask.
I don't know about that, but I like it. It's got a good ring to it. I love it.
Yes, Russell said they did 3, Melissa, and it's called Rings. Rings. Russell said that mask looks like Doctor Doom, kind of. Looks like Doctor Doom, kind of. Looks awesome. Oh yeah, man. That's that one that we were talking. Well, no, that's a little different, isn't it? That's not the same one, is it?
Are you talking to me, Michael?
Yes, that's not the same mask.
What are you saying?
That's not the same mask that it is, isn't it? Like I can't tell the difference. Like is that
I've never worn this mask.
Okay.
So no.
So
I didn't know if you were
different.
still talking about Doctor Doom or what. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, this one actually just came in and will be getting signed by Corey Taylor and will be available for purchase, man. So I'll probably start trying, for you guys. I'll probably start trying to wear some masks that will be available. So, if you do dig one and you want it, just let us know. But I was going to say, Michael, I know you're a fan of Doctor Doom, if I'm not mistaken. Are you not?
It's kind of like
Maybe I'm just thinking Marvel in general, kind of thing. I know you're a Marvel fan.
To an extent, more of a DC fan, but I do enjoy Marvel.
Well, nonetheless, the Doctor Doom mask has really been growing on me lately. I've seen some really cool versions of it. So
I have a feeling it's going to get really popular soon with Robert Downey Jr. being announced as playing Doctor Doom. So
okay.
I feel like that's probably gonna pop off at some point.
It's not gonna hurt, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm just curious to see, without getting on a Marvel trail here, on how they're gonna play that as him not being Tony Stark. Like I'm kind of looking forward to how they do that. But again, I digress. I'm not watching all the other movies to catch up to see because I just can't. So one of the things I want to talk to, we talked about Crystal Lake, we talked about the Conjuring 4. I did want to hit a little bit of the Halloween series, another thing that they're keeping very close, and they're not really sharing anything, just a little bit of a review, because if you remember when the news broke I went live shortly after. It was in the daytime because I wanted to talk about it. But you know, one of the things with this Halloween TV series that has me so excited about them doing this is um, it's going to be a creative reset, but it's going to be along the lines of the John Carpenter Halloween. You know, so they talked about, if I remember correctly, they talked about, you know, it being in the realm of Halloween 78. They were going to use characters that we didn't really, that were there, but we didn't really focus on. So it makes me try to think of, characters in the first Halloween that we really didn't see too much. Now, are they just talking about the 78 version? Because that's how I was reading that. You know, I wasn't reading it characters from Halloween 2 or Halloween 4 or Halloween 5 or Halloween 6. You know, I wasn't reading into it that way. The way the article read to me was that it was going to be OG characters, you know, from that, and maybe some new ones. So I'm trying to think, who in that did we really not follow in that original Halloween movie? You know, I really wish I would have thought of this and had some answers before the show. But I'm just kind of getting to that with talking about it being a creative reset for John Carpenter's 78 Halloween. So, I mean, what side characters did they have in that original? Like, I'm trying to think. Like, is there anybody that you can think of?
Well,
that,
they Ben Tramer pops into mind.
right.
You know, when she mentions you know, Ben Tramer having the, you know, crush on her or whatnot.
Because we're excluding Halloween 2, where he gets hit by the car and, you know, all
Right,
of that.
right,
So
right.
that's not.
I think he's a must. I think because I've heard a lot of people bring up Ben Tramer. He's got an iconic mask. You know, his kill's iconic in Halloween 2. I think he absolutely needs to be a part of the series for sure. So, you know, how many do you really need though? When you have your Annies, your Lindas, your Judith, you know, do you have enough already? Do you know?
Well, if it's in the realm of Halloween 78, the movie, you know, Linda dies, you know, Bob dies, Annie dies, you know, Jamie Lee Curtis, you know, Laurie Strode lives. But I feel like they're part of the main cast, and that's not who they're talking about. So it's kind of like, like I don't really see like a Sheriff Brackett being a big enough character to follow, you know, him around too much. You know, I don't really see them replacing Donald Pleasance as Loomis. You know, so I'm just kind of lost on what they could possibly do with that. You know what I mean? Like that's I'm asking
Could they
you
bring in
guys
more
the
of
chat, yeah.
could they bring in more of possibly Lori's parents, like her adopted
Maybe
parents, tell more of that story.
maybe Nurse Marion.
Yeah, I don't know, Michael. It's so up in the air. I don't know.
But you would feel like they would have to have um like characters that could be potential victims for Michael and kind of be like in his MO for him to be a big part of the series. You know, because that's what people are going to be looking for out of this
But how are
series
they
is Michael.
meaningful at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of questions around this one, more so than answers for sure. And they're not giving us anything new. You know, a lot of the news articles that I read leading up to this, they're all just rehashing what we've known already. The announcement that was made last year about, you know, it was probably about like 10 months ago ish that they announced that stuff. I think it was right before summer, but then again, I got old brain, so I can't remember exact dates. But I just feel like I would have hoped that we would have heard something around Halloween, this past Halloween, that they would have said something. But it was like dead silent. It was quiet. You know, there was like absolutely nothing going on there.
Yeah.
And it's just like, What do we do with that? What do we freaking do with that? Like, I don't know. It's tough. I'd like to know what people in the chat have to say about that. Like,
For
I
sure.
definitely would like to know what they would like to see. But let me catch up on the chat here. Melissa talking about I'd never seen number 3 for The Ring. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not that great. My opinion. You may love it. You may absolutely love it. Melissa's asking if I'm going live tomorrow night. Yeah, we're doing some paranormal stuff tomorrow night. We are definitely doing that. 8:30 p.m. James is saying I've only seen one Ring movie. I need to see the others. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. And James, you've seen all the Halloween movies, right? He's the shape. Of course, he's seen all the Halloween movies. James is the shape.
Probably this weekend.
He's watching one right now. There's one on in the background right now. He's got 4 on in the background. Sure. James said if they make the Halloween a series, just don't screw it up. And that's huge.
Yeah.
That is huge. Like, for sure. Russell's saying, yeah, do it right. Do it right. I agree. I definitely agree. You know, these are the things that we love. You know, Matt, we talk so much about Halloween. We talk so much about Friday. You know, these are the things that it's just kind of like, I hope that it goes okay. You know what I mean? Like, please don't give me trash. And you've always said something, Matt, that's kind of resonated with me. Like, if you don't like something new, you still got the old shit, right?
You do, man.
It's still there. But man, you kind of want some new of the old. You know, you kind of do, and you want it to be good because you love it so much. But I get it. Russell said, Annie. Melissa said, T, don't screw it up. Got to have my Myers in it. From the guy.
You know, hell, in my mind, I try to kind of still act like ends never happened, you know, but it is there.
It is there.
But it's okay. It's okay.
Michael is saying it would be awesome seeing you guys do a top 15 of your favorite horror movies of all time list. Halloween, Friday 4, The Shining are my top 3.
Yes, it would. I've been thinking about that lately. Just some of my tops
of all time.
And it's what's interesting to me is like honestly, because we've done, you know, a lot of this type of stuff, Michael, but like that 15 to 10 is a very interesting route to go. Even a top 20, and like, you know, what makes your 18th spot? Like, that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I would feel like if we're talking horror movies of all time, I would kind of want to do 20. You know, like, we wouldn't have to talk about each one in depth. You know, a lot of these movies are top 20 for a reason, but where that would go and how much different is it from something we would have thought a year ago or 2 years ago?
Yeah. And let's face it, man, if you're talking all these movies, whatever we pick as our number 20, that's a movie we love, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a lot.
That's a movie we love. So yeah.
That is a lot. I love that he said that Halloween, Friday 4 are on the top of his list there. And Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1 is top 5. Oh yeah, man.
Okay.
That's 80s horror love right there. I mean, I know Halloween was 78, but it kind of bleeds over. I know technically it's the 70s, but man, that's some. I'd have to think on that one for a little bit. For sure. Like, that wouldn't be a quick list that I just banged out. You know, like, I would have to spend some time on that to really.
I'm going to go ahead and give one spoiler for Jerry. In the top 20, Wrong Turn will be in there for me.
Oh, shit. Wrong Turn's going to make
That's the only spoiler.
20. That's the only spoiler.
But it would make it. It would make it.
Wonder if I can throw an odd one out there.
Give us one, Michael, that you know is in there. You don't have to place it, but you know it's in there.
Oh man. Well, I don't want to throw out an obvious one, you know, so there are some that are obvious. But let me throw one out there that
would be between your 10 and 20.
You know, I think I might throw it out there, man, and it's more of a nostalgia. for me too, around the time that I watched it, but it made me love it. It's the movie Joyride, dude. I think
I
that
love
might
Joyride.
I think that might be like right at the top there, just making it in, but might not, teetering that
Joyride,
line
dude.
of if it's in the top 20 or not.
I can't say anything
Like
because I gave my one, but I do like
Yeah.
Joyride, man.
It's corny. You know what I mean? Even the name of the big bad of Rusty Nail is corny. But man, there's just something about it. Like that's one of those movies. If I hit play, I'm just watching it till the end. You know what I mean? It's never like, oh, I'm gonna put Joyride on for 10 minutes and then walk away. It's like, no, I'm probably gonna sit here and watch it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna sit here and watch it for sure. Jerry said Jason Goes to Hell top 3? Question mark. Jerry, what's wrong with you, my man? Not mine. At least not mine. What are your top 5? Halloween 1, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween 4, Halloween 5. No, of course not. But yeah. Michael said, Michael, I finally saw Hush and April Fool's Day this week. I enjoyed them. Dude,
Hush is awesome.
Hush is April Fool's Day is awesome too. They're both good movies. April Fool's Day, I love the twist. I love the twist in that movie. Definitely did not see that coming. Another one, Michael, if you haven't seen, check out The Burning. That's another good horror 80s slasher. It's nothing special, but it's a good 80s slasher. James said it would be tough. There's so many great movies, dude. I know. Like, I'm thinking about it now, and it's just like, ooh, that is a tough one. Lydia saying Halloween 5 is obviously its number 1. Well, of course, you know me so well, Lydia. You do. You know me so well. Halloween 5.
Oh, man.
When Michael cried, it made me love it even more.
You cried with him, didn't you?
I cried.
Just for different reasons.
I'm not going to say why I cried, but when he cried, I cried. Russell will say, Rusty Nail is a great villain. The way they ended Joyride 3, he needs another movie. Dude, I have been looking for a copy of Joyride 2 forever.
I've never seen Joyride 2 or 3. There's 3 Joyrides?
There's 3 Joyrides.
I did not know that.
I have been looking for a copy. Joyride 2 was out of print. So I have been looking for a Blu-ray copy of that for a minute. I found some in the depths of the internet that are questionable. So I haven't bought them. But, it's like, I don't know, man. That's definitely one I want to revisit for sure. Even on certain websites, it's not showing up. So it's a tough one to watch without paying, of course. Melissa saying, great films, April Fool's Day and love Hush. I do too. Both good ones.
Yeah, I'm actually one thing that's in the works for Mad Matt's mask is getting some creepy customs Hush mask in. I know I'll hold one for you, Michael. I know you're gonna they're not super, super anything crazy pricey, but dude, you know how his shit's always spot on out of the
I'm
film.
gonna want one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get those to us, buddy. For sure.
I'd like to get what's his name to sign one of them. The creator. What's his name?
Isn't he the guy that did like Hill House and Bly Manor?
Yes. Lydia knows. She's gonna throw the name out super quick. I already know. Let me see where I was. I lost my place. Oh, there it is, right there. Kyle is saying American Werewolf in London would definitely be in my top 5. Love that werewolf transformation, dude. It's so good.
Michael Flanagan.
That's it. That's his name. Yeah, I'd like to get him to sign a Hush mask. I think
that would be dope.
Yeah. Sign it in black because it's a white mask. I think it would look really good. Oracle 684 saying April Fool's Day is an awesome film. I love it. I have to agree with the twist. It's awesome as well. Yeah, the twist. I never saw the twist coming when the twist happened. Like, it was just, it's fun. And to go back and to see, my favorite final girl of all time is Jenny, and Amy Steele being, in that role yet again. I absolutely, I dig that. I dig that movie. Lydia said we all cried when Michael cried. Admit one. Top 10 most emotional scenes in cinema history. It was something that made me cry. Melissa is saying, I have to say Hellfest on my top 20 favorite horror movies. All right then. James is saying, never seen Joyride. You should check it out.
Oh, James, you'd love it. Thank you.
You should check it out. Russell saying, they're good, Matt. You should check out Joyride 2 and 3.
All right, yeah, because I'm a big fan of the OG, man. Yeah. It's like a fun go-to for me, actually. When you're not sure what to put on.
You know what it reminds me of, kind of like quality-wise? Not exact, so don't jump on me for saying this, you guys. But you know how the first Jeepers Creepers was awesome? And the second one was like, yeah, like it's pretty good. That's how Joyride is. It's like the first one's the first one. The second one, you're kind of like, yeah, man, like it's not bad. The third one's like, yeah, it's okay. Now, granted, I haven't seen the second one in years, so that was a one-time watch for me. I'd love to go back and watch that again for sure. Oracle 684 says, I believe Ken Kurtzinger is in Joyride 3. Ken Kurtzinger is in Joyride 3.
Oh, nice.
Jerry said, Matt, was that a Corey mask?
Yes, that was a Corey mask. Kind of like a Iowa type conversion, one of their albums. I'm not a Slipknot expert by any means. But yes, it was a Corey mask.
Got you, my man. Melissa says Joyride is a lot like The Hitcher. Yeah, kind of. The Hitcher, that's Rutger Hauer, his finest.
I still have to see The Hitcher.
Oh yeah, that's a little outdated at this point, man. But if you watch it for what it is, it's kind of horrifying. Jerry threw out Mike Flanagan as well. Russell said, I got all 3 Joyrides on DVD. Unless they came out with a Blu-ray collection of it, I can wait. Yeah, dude. Like, they don't have a Blu-ray collection of it. Like, I want them to have a Blu-ray collection of it for sure. James says, Matt, I want to get a pair of Creepy Custom Halloween 1 coveralls.
James, I saw that, and we will talk next weekend. You're in luck. I do have those, but I think I'm down to like probably, as far as in your size, I'm down to probably like 1 pair, man. But I'll hold them for you. We can talk about that next weekend, buddy. But you got it, man. I got you.
He said he wants some jungle boots too.
The jungle boots, I do too. I do too, James. God, that'd be so cool. That's actually Michael, I'll run into Connor this coming weekend at Horror Hound, and it's something that he's been wanting to, get down pat and come out with, and I think he's real close to having those available very soon.
That's cool shit.
Yeah,
he's really talented with that stuff, man.
He is. He's
really good with that.
He is.
Michael says, Matt, would you put Zombies Halloween in your top 5? I know you love that film.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, and might take it all. Absolutely.
Paula says, I didn't mean to tick anyone. Paula, you didn't tick anybody off. We always love having you here.
No. Hell, I'll take it a step further. Where's our sassy people lately? I know I'm too nice, but we got to have a little
sass.
We got to have a little sass here. A couple assholes is okay. Like, I'm not even sure what Paula's talking about, but
Paul, you
don't
take anybody off.
We love you, Paula.
Jerry, I'm seeing a link of Joyride. I am going to check that out when this is over. Kyle said Joyride is a fun movie. That's exactly what it is, man. It is a fun movie.
Them going naked into the diner and all that good stuff. And I love Steve Zahn. I love him. Always have.
When he parked in that handicapped spot.
Yeah. Dude, he cracks my shit up.
Melissa said, I prefer Jeepers Creepers 2, 3, then 1. Interesting. Interesting take on that one.
That's wow. Okay.
It's interesting.
Okay. We got to talk about that, Melissa. We got to talk about
That's an interesting one.
It's
Paula
very
said, I
interesting.
like the first one. Are you talking about Joyride? Hell yeah. Or are you talking about Jeepers Creepers? Either way.
Talk about Wrong Turn.
Or Wrong Man. That's another good one too. Melissa said, I enjoy Silver Bullet too. Oh, that's classic.
Stop it with that. Yeah,
That is
Bullet
classic.
rocks.
Oh yeah. Michael said, I think I'm the only one that really enjoys Friday 1. Love the camp setting and atmosphere. Dude, Friday 1's camp setting and atmosphere is second to none. It is.
I like Friday 1.
Anytime I think of Camp Crystal Lake, it's from 1. Like that's Camp Crystal Lake is locked in my head as being the setting of 1. So yeah, for sure.
Here's what it is. And I think I speak for a lot of people. Because I do like Friday 1. I know you do too, Michael. But isn't it just hard when you're saying like to yourself, I want to watch a Friday the 13th movie and not put one in that doesn't have Jason? It's so hard to do. You know,
I would say that I watch Friday 1 probably twice a year. I watch.
That's not bad.
No,
I've probably watched it twice in my life.
It's a little less than the others, but he talked a lot about he talked about the camp setting and atmosphere of that movie, and I have to agree with it. Like, it's the best Camp Crystal Lake has ever looked, for sure. Like, Camp Crystal Lake is a character in that movie, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's very rare, but sometimes Michael knows what he's talking about.
I will tell you this, I forget her name, but the girl, not the opening kills of the movie, but the girl that dies that was riding in the Jeep with Pamela, I would have liked to see her live a little longer. I think she was a really good character. The girl that was hitchhiking to the camp, that got into the wrong Jeep. Apparently it was with Pam. And I would have liked to see her more, for sure. Russell said The Hitcher is great with Rutger Hauer, but the remake with Sean Bean is decent for what it was. Still watchable, especially the one kill in the remake. If you know, you know. I'd have to check out the remake. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. James said, I like Halloween 5. The Mask has grown on me. Do you like the Mask or you like the movie? That's my question. That's my question.
I like both. I love The Mask. The movie is in the middle. It's not my jam, but I like it. I like it more than you, Michael. I know that. But that's not saying a whole lot. That's not saying I love it. And The Mask, God, I used to hate it, and it just grew on me like it. God, I love that Mask. I love it.
Michael saying Candy Cane. Oh yeah,
Candy Cane.
Oracle is saying you're not alone. The original Friday the 13th is my favorite as well. That's cool, man.
I'd have you
cool.
Unbutton your blouse. Doesn't he say something creepy like that? And they start making fun of me.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like you to unbutton your blouse.
Mr. Rick is saying, Michael, I took your advice and watched Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. Very good. This might be a hot take, but I liked her portrayal of Angela more than the actor in the first one. Dude, I really like Angela in part 2 and part 3. I will say that. I do. I think she did a really, really good job. Nothing against Felissa Rose for sure, but I do. I'm not saying you're wrong. James said Friday part 3 and 7. Definitely two good ones.
When I think of Angela, I always go to Angela in Night of the Demons. I still love how she looked.
Okay.
It's such cool 80s classic. And when she's gliding through the hallways, it's still creepy to this day. But that was a fun 80s movie, in my opinion.
For sure. Jerry said, my favorite, James, is the H2 Blood Tear mask.
That's a good mask. That's a good mask.
Oh, yeah.
That is a good mask with that touch of those little blood drops. Oh, yeah. It is. It really
James said, love the Blood Tears mask way above the 5 mask.
Oh God. The only thing that hurts for me with the part 2 mask is really the way it looked on Dick Warlock. I just didn't like the rounded shape it gave the mask. I like the more stretched, long version of Nick Castle's face on the mask because they are the same mask.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Russell saying, and the same actor playing Rusty Nail in all 3 Joyrides. Are you talking about the voice or the actual character? Because the voice is very recognizable. Matt, you'll know who the voice
Buffalo
of Joyride
Bill
is. You know, it is Buffalo. I always call him Buffalo Bob because of the movie Joe Dirt. But I know that it's Buffalo Bill.
Well, hell, and he's Bob in the Hills Have Eyes remake.
He is. He is.
Yeah.
He's it puts the lotion on the skin. All right. It puts the lotion on the skin. I'll never forget Joyride, Joe Dirt. Oh my God, I love that movie so much. Val says Angela was just in Milwaukee for the first ever horror con here. That is so freaking cool.
Was that Angela's sleepaway camp?
Yeah. Felissa Rose. Oh yeah. And Paul is asking, do you have any Ghostface masks?
Yes, we carry Ghostface masks fairly often. If you are looking for one, Paula, absolutely hit us up. Which one are you looking for? Weathered, OG, plastic, latex?
Not to mention, you might have a few of them that are signed by some of the Screen Actors too.
We do. We absolutely do. They're a pretty big hit for us. We always keep those on handy. But a basic Scream mask, you can get for $10 to $15. They're nothing too crazy.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Russell saying, yes, Michael, the voice, but it's also the same actor from all 3 Joyrides. Oh, that's cool. That's freaking awesome.
So Rusty Nail is 100% Rusty in all of them. That is cool, because like if you say you want something signed from him in a con, you get those two, you get the voice and the actor on. I don't know what you get it on, but
that's cool. What I was going to ask. What would you get? It's my question for everyone in the chat as well as you, Matt. What would you get those 2 actors to sign if you met them? Rusty
I'd say a CB radio.
Oh, that's interesting. That's definitely interesting.
I think that'd be kind of cool. An old.
I was thinking a truck, but a CB radio would be a little smaller. Not a real truck, obviously, but
how you could even replicate, get a replica of the one that they toss in the trunk and have to get back out. Replicate that bitch, that same model, signed by Rusty Nail. That'd be pretty sick, right?
That'd be cool. That'd definitely be cool. Me, I'd probably do a poster, but yeah, dude, item wise, I guess that's probably one of the better things for sure. Hell yeah.
Doesn't he just wear a ball cap, like a trucker cap?
Yeah, but you never really get that solid look at his face. He wears overalls too. You can get him to sign a pair of overalls.
Those are Rusty Nail overalls.
Those are Rusty Nail overalls. They're authentic. I got them from Creepy Customs. They're authentic. They're the real deal.
Sign them for me. Good old Rusty.
Jerry said, do you have the first clown mask?
Good old Rusty Nail. Rusty Nail. The first clown mask. So the young Michael H1 clown mask, I don't know. I used to have one that came in I'd have to look. I don't know. Those are not easy to come by. But I'll look, Jerry. I'm not sure if I do or not.
I know you had the Rob Zombie ones not too terrible.
Yeah, we still have those. And I've had a couple H1 clowns. I just don't know if we currently do or not.
Oh yeah. Melissa's asking, Matt, do you have a Cupid mask from Valentine?
I do not have a Cupid mask from Valentine. That I do not.
All right.
I love these questions though.
And she's saying with nosebleed. No.
I don't even know if I know what that looks like.
The Valentine. I got the movie right here. I think it's on the cover. It's also going to be our channel members watch along.
I love how you can just say, "I got." Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the Valentine
I've seen it.
Cupid right there.
I like how you could just say, "Well, I've got the DVD. Let me turn around and pull it out."
I didn't even have to get out of the chair, man. I just reached over and I keep like this is the obsession with my physical media. It's all in alphabetical order, so I knew exactly where to look.
That's pimp. I love it.
Every time I get something new, I have to shift, everything. I keep everything in alphabetical order. It's the easiest way for me. Let's see. Let me get down.
Michael, what I think there's some cool vintage mask in, because which is real good nostalgia.
What's that?
Is Terror Train. And in just Terror Train 1, I want to say the guy wears like 3 or 4 masks.
We were talking about that last Sunday, the movie Terror Train. That's one I have to go back and watch with Jamie Lee Curtis. Like, it's been a minute since I've seen it. I think I was talking to Oracle about that one. Yeah.
I want to say I watched it at least for the first. I watched a lot so young that they're very vague, and it's like, but for the first time that I could actually like remember it, I watched it probably about a year or 2 ago.
Yeah.
And it impressed me. I really enjoyed it.
Hell yeah. Jerry, I'm working that out, buddy. It's been very hard for me to get to it with work and everything, but I'm trying to come up with a good night for everyone. I will let you know soon, though. I need to get on that. My apologies for the delay on that. Mr. Rick is saying, I just happened to take a look, and the 4th Joyride is supposedly coming out this year. I just don't know how true that is. That's the first thing that I've heard about it. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't heard anything, but that doesn't mean that it's definitely not coming out, because I definitely don't keep up with everything. But I'll look at it, Mr. Rick. I'd definitely check that out for sure. Last couple ones before we get out of here. Matt, do you have the Happy Death Day mask?
I can't do it, Michael. I can't do it. I don't think I'll ever have the Happy Death Day mask unless I'm just strictly getting that for a customer. That is probably that's up there, one of my least favorite horror masks of all time. Just can't get on board with the big baby face. So no, I do not have that one.
Oh yeah.
I think he's poking at me with that one. I think he knows how I feel about that mask.
You think he was just kind of poking at you?
I think he's poking at me.
Oh, that sounds like a Michael thing.
Michael does that from time to time.
He might be poking at you. Melissa's saying, I need to get a DVD player again and start collecting movies or Blu-rays. I love
it's so fun.
It's be careful. It's like with me. It's like, do you know how many collector's editions and shit that I have to get of movies I already have? It's like, I think I have like 4 Terrifier 2s, and I found that movie to be mediocre. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I have 4. I got the Steelbook, I got the collector's edition, I've got the variant cover, and I've got the original.
I love it. I love it.
And a new Terrifier box set came out with all 3 of them and a whole bunch of cool shit with them. And I'm looking at it, trying to decide on whether I want to spend like $200 and some odd on it or not. It's like, is there enough cool shit that comes in here? Oh, they're all steel books and they all have fucking cover cases. That's pretty freaking yeah. So just be careful.
Now, see, luckily I didn't have that problem, but what I did do probably 10 years or so when we were going through that kind of odd transition where like you weren't popping in DVDs anymore and most things were going to streaming, but I'm like thinking of all these old movies I want to watch, didn't know where to find them. I'm like, man, I'm taking my happy ass up to Target. I'm gonna see if they got a crappy DVD player, and I'm so glad I did. Hell, if the Wi-Fi goes out or whatever, I can always just plug that in and pop in Halloween too. So yeah, I recommend getting a DVD player.
I get it. So Matt, did you want to talk about any Mad Matt's mask stuff before we get out of here?
I would absolutely love to, man, because we're stoked, man. We are stoked about Horror Hound. I hate to say this, but I am with you, Michael. They don't have the best lineup this year. I'm sure a lot of you know that. And that does suck. That does suck for us horror fans. One thing I'm hoping I can kind of capitalize on with that is that more people will be checking out the vending side of it, spending their money on good collectibles, which is what I love bringing to people. So I'm still going with this scarecrow craze, man. So that's something that I love these guys. I love this gentleman. His name is Chris. I love these scarecrow masks he's making us. So yeah, I wanted to show like another one of those. The one that I wore at the beginning of the show, that's available. That's available for purchase. And then I got this one here. So we're gonna have some that have, because a scarecrow, I think it's cool if it's got a little something going with it, like whether it's the pumpkin one you guys saw, the star on the head, whatever, a little something's kind of cool. But sometimes a subtle scarecrow can be, just as cool. So with that, the more simple ones will have a little bit, cheaper price range, and the ones that got a little bit more, have a little bit more going for them might be a little bit more pricey, but we'll always keep that, reasonable. This one's really grown on me, but this is kind of like a little bit more simple style. But this is another one he did, which just turned out fantastic.
That is super cool.
Yeah, and they're solid. Like these things will freaking last, man. They lace up just like they should right there in the back. But it's a more simple look. But it's grimy, it's dirty, it's grungy.
Look great for cosplay. Like that's what it looks really good for.
Yeah. Yeah. And what's cool though is like he when he makes these, he puts them all on to make sure that you see good, it's comfortable, and they are comfortable. So that's one we got in. And then I think that one there is a new one I haven't shown yet. Yeah, thank you. Yes. This is pretty damn sick. Look at this one. Oh yeah. And every one he does too, like for the collecting side of it, they're all 1-in-1. He will not do any two alike, man. And I don't know if you can see on camera, but like just this nose part is almost, he's done it like it's like a white, almost like a bones kind of protruding there, but it's really sick. All got the full necks going on. And check out the freaking, look at that, all hand stitched. Like
that's slick.
They're freaking quality. And they're all pretty the same basic, they lace up there in the back. But that's another one I freaking love. So we're getting into those. And all the Slipknot masks, pretty much all the Slipknot masks I've been wearing, those are all going to come available. And I have a lamp that I want to show you guys. It's another thing I'm getting into. So I'm trying very hard to get custom horror collectibles that you can put in your collection and you're not going to see anywhere else, is what I'm trying to do. One-in-ones. That should be able to plug in too. So I got it. So this is a Terrifier lamp that I'm going to be showing you guys. And got that.
Is that a little handle on top?
Yeah, so it's like lantern style. I got to do a few more things to this, guys. I do want you to know that I'm going to have some blood dripping off of it. It'll have a Terrifier plaque on it. Yep, you can turn it on. Check this thing out, though. Like, so freaking cool. There's like, I don't know if you can see them. There's like bloody fingers down there. Yeah, there you go. It's got his horn. Dude, I freaking love it. The light flickers. But yeah, I'm gonna have some blood going down the glass. Up here on the top, I'll have a nameplate that'll say Terrifier. I'm thinking about adding a few more bloody body parts. I don't want to have too much going on with it because it's so cool. I don't want it to be overcrowded. But this is a route I'm taking, man. They're just gorgeous. And Michael, who's in our chat pretty frequently, picked up one. Thank you, Lydia. Picked up one that is a Freddy. And you saw
Michael
that
G.
in the shop. Yeah.
Michael G, yeah.
You got to see that one with the glove. So I'm going to try to start busting those out, and I'll take orders too. If someone says, hey, I want one Halloween, I want one Hell Sleepaway Camp, I don't care. I'll put it together because it's kind of fun to do as well. And Michael, the guy, John, who's helping me put these together. You know how talented he is. And everything he does is very solid. Like, he makes sure as far as the lamps go, he makes sure that the bulbs he uses are not too hot. Nothing's going to catch on fire. I don't want to be sued. But yeah, they're going to be safe and just fun. And I just got one last thing I want to show you guys. And it's another route we're going down. I'm going to have Lydia show you guys this one and her friend Billy. And these are custom pieces that we're going to be able to get in. And it's going to be the Billy doll custom head to toe from Dead Silence. And we can also do a Slappy from Goosebumps. And we can do the original Slappy. We can do the later on Slappy that they did. The original's like the red hair. Mm-hmm. And then I think he changed over time and actually looks a little bit more closer to Billy's style. And we can do Billy clean. We can do him with the scrapes and the scuffs and like the rugged look and things like that. Fully functionable, man. Ventriloquist dummy. The mouth moves, the eyes, head does a 360. So I'm gonna allow Lydia to show that real quick, and I'll be right back. But I think you guys are gonna enjoy this.
Sounds good.
All right. You got Billy. Oh, he's over there.
Oh, let's see what some of you guys are saying. Look at these comments right here.
You good? You want light on? Huh?
You can turn it on.
On?
Yeah.
Melissa wants a Myers lamp.
Oh,
James would love a Myers lamp.
So cool. I'll turn it off.
The Jason lamp would definitely be awesome, for sure. All right, let's see what we got here.
I'll bring it back to you after you sit down.
Yeah, it's fine. Just go. This is my child.
You might have to speak louder in there.
Hold on.
Still want the light off? On or
that's
Lydia?
fine.
Okay.
There he is.
That's...
I'm not even gonna lie; those eyes are creeping me out.
What was that guy we saw in Trader's World that was asking if it was a doll, and I had him like this, and I went like, whoa!
He is so cool, though.
They are cool, but they have like the eyes, the mouth. There's a big handlebar in the body to move the head.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting too good at that.
Say hi to the Movies and Beyond crew.
Oh, God.
Can you do it with the mouth?
With the mouth?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Say hello, Michael.
What's up, Michael?
Oh, dear God.
Here, I'll just let him take it. Yeah.
No, that was perfect.
There
buddy.
you go, Michael.
Oh, wow.
How's it going?
It's been better. I'm sitting here talking to a doll. You know how much I love dolls. Not so
Maybe
much.
That's the therapy you need.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Oh my God.
I can take you.
You better be careful, my baby.
I got it.
I will tell you guys what, those things are freaking amazing. Like, those are so good.
Thank you, Lydia. Thank you.
Ah, those are so good. Ah, the detail in those things are ridiculous. I can't own dolls though. That goes with
I'm
puppets
proud
too.
to say I have the only collectible in Matt's basement that scares the shit out of him.
Yeah, it scares me too. Ugh, no way. I can't do dolls, Matt. I can't.
Oh man.
No, I can't do the dolls.
Isn't he cool though? I mean,
Super
God.
cool, man. Very detailed. Very freaking detailed.
I hope you got. Thanks for letting me share that stuff, Michael. I hope you guys enjoy it, man. But it's we've put a lot of work into trying to, because let's face it, man. Anybody can sell NECA figures, Trick or Treat Studios mask. You know what I'm saying? And those things are cool, in their own right. But I like the custom stuff too. Custom mask. Handmade. And this guy, Chris, back to Chris making the Scarecrow mask, he loves it, man. He has a passion for it. Like, he's a ex-retired firefighter, and him and his wife put this workshop together in their garage, and they just go in there and they both love it. And they kind of feed off each other as far as ideas and stuff. But yeah, man, with that, the lamps and the puppets, I'm super excited, buddy. So, and like I said, any of you guys in here, I absolutely, Michael, I love you. You're my boy. I love the channel, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I love you guys in there. You're all fantastic. So a lot of this stuff you guys are seeing before anybody. So, if it's something that you are interested in, I'd always like to give you guys first crack. So you know how to hit me up. But all those things you can put in orders for. Hell, you can say like, the Halloween lamp, if you want a Scarecrow mask and you want it to have a little something special for yourself, we can do that too. So yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man. And just to let you guys know too, something I got from Mad Matt's mask recently is that Rob Zombie figure that he was showing a couple weeks ago. So there will be a video out on that. I'm actually going to shoot that.
Nice.
Kind of showing that off a little bit.
Nice.
We'll be doing a video on that. Do not forget, tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. we are going back to the paranormal. So for all you people that have been asking when are we doing paranormal again, tomorrow is the answer to that, and it will be at 8:30 p.m. We'll jump into the paranormal, and I also have another surprise for you guys. So with the overwhelming responses that I got to a daytime show, not this coming Wednesday, again, not this coming Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, will be the debut at 11:30 a.m. of Horror Talk and Coffee. So it will be a daytime show that will be every other week. Those will be on the weeks that there is no Monday show. So we will talk horror for an hour in the morning while Michael drinks his morning coffee to get ready for his day. I will jump on here and we will be talking horror. So I will get back to you guys on the the channel members watch along. We will be getting into that as well. But you guys are freaking amazing. Matt, thank you again for coming tonight and hanging out with me, brother.
My pleasure, buddy. My pleasure, man. Always.
It's always fun to talk to horror shit, and it's always fun to have those shows where we sit back and kind of just chill and talk to the chat and do all of that. And we did plenty of that tonight. So Matt, thanks again for being here. For everybody else in the chat, I will see you all tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. And we are out of here, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Hey, you